All right, we are live. It is 9:26, and by that I mean it is September 26th. It is Friday, last day of the trading week. It is 9:24 right now. Market opens in about 6 minutes. We do seem to have news today at 8:30 came in. Nothing crazy. But yeah, not much going on all in all. So what I'm looking at here is that we seem to have okay. So just getting off the chart right now, right? We seem to be bearish in the overall trend. I want to say. So we have sell side liquidity sitting here, and then we have buy side liquidity sitting up here. Bam. This is what the sell model looks like right now in the larger trend. And then similarly we have this also in MNQ, we have sell side liquidity, and then we have buy side liquidity sitting here. These are both in the 4 hours. One thing I am looking at right now is that once again, I do feel we're bearish overall. And so right here we have this 4 hour gap, which we are holding as we speak. This is 4 hour FEG sitting up here. And technically we also tap into this 4 hour FEG sitting in MNQ as well. We have these 4 hour FEGs sitting here. I think I want to see us now push back down towards these lows. Right? Maybe not all the way to sell side, but probably aim towards this low down here. Internal sell side liquidity. And then we have so as I guess zooming in, right? Our internal model would be something along the lines of where is it? Something along the lines of this. So we have sell side here, and we have buy side up here. We have buy side here, and then we have sell side down here. In this case, would be down here. And then again, buy side would be up here. I would want to see us reject off at this 1 hour and push towards sell side liquidity. Once again, I think the overall bias is pretty bearish, but we just have to see how this pans out for today. So once again, I'm just mark out as always 9:30 open, which would be right here. New York open, and this case as well. New York open would be nope, bam, right there. Market opens in about 3 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So I would want to see us probably, well, eventually, what do you call it? Ultimately, disrespect this 15-minute gap. Perhaps we might want to just sweep out these lows down here. And thing to keep in mind though. Hold up. So open these up, right? It looks like. Hold on. Let me mark out these sessions because the sessions are here. Boom, boom. So it does look like we have okay. So these don't are not even relevant. None of these are relevant at all. They don't seem to have held up thus far. But yeah, so we have liquidity sitting here at this level. I would indicate this to be London lows, and then this case, what would this be? I'd say these be Asia lows. So let me mark these out real quick. So we have 3 a.m. open, and then we have so that's London, and then that's Asia, and then similarly we have 3 a.m. London, and then 3 a.m. I mean 1800 Asia. Bam. Okay. So it does look so it looks like Asia lows is here and London's lows are here. Asia lows would be down here. And we took out Asia lows in London on MNQ. So we pushed up, but it does seem like we pushed up to dip into the 4 hour. Still, we could technically still be bullish. So I think what I'll be aiming for, or to see at least for now, is I would like to see this 4 hour here. I see this 4 hour gap here hold. I mean this 15-minute gap here hold. Not here, but here. I see these hold. Unless we want to reverse, of course. But once again, my bias is pretty bearish today, especially after tapping into this fair value gap up here. So I'm looking for sells today, I think. So market open. Let's see what we're trying to do. One thing I didn't peep is we had the 8:30 candle here, but that doesn't seem very important at all, honestly. Same thing here, 8:30 candle here. So we don't really care about. Well, we're definitely going to be hitting news candle lows, which would be down here at this level. Wait, nothing crazy. Picking out liquidity sitting at these levels. If we do want to keep on pushing higher, we're probably going to be aiming for this to aim to this high up here. But I want to see how we're reacting because right now we have this 5-minute gap here. And the 15 minute is getting expected right now, but right now it seems like we're sweeping liquidity sitting at these levels. MNQ hasn't even touched those levels. So even though the overall bias might be bearish, we might be bullish on the day toward these highs up here. Maybe, possibly. So we came down here, market open, we took out these lows in here, these internal lows. This 5 minutes still holding here. 5 minutes also holding here, and the 15-minute overall is also still holding. I'm gonna remove this 15-minute for now just to clear some space. You know, that's the wrong one. I missed. It was remove. We have more general liquidity sitting here than on top of us, so it's just kind of. I mean, we have these. I guess we do have this general liquidity here sitting up these levels, but Ah, looks like we're pushing here on these. So 5 minutes been holding. We took out internal lows here. We didn't tap into these at all here. So perhaps we want to remain bullish, at least towards perhaps the buy side up here, potentially. Unless this was enough, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell right now. In this case, I probably want to see us. I think I'd like to see us probably create an FEG here or something, an idea FEG here. Create a 5 minute FEG here, perhaps close above this high, and then retrace back into this FEG. Go in on the 1 minute and take an entry somewhere in here to the buy side. Although once again, we are tapping into this 4 hour gap here too. And then MNQ doesn't have that gap, I believe. I'm not very confident on buys right now, honestly. I want to say we're more on sells, honestly. Especially with this liquidity sitting here, here, down here, these lows here as well. And with the overall model seem to be indicating that we want to be bearish towards this low right here. Ah. Huh. I think MES probably has a. I mean, yeah, MES probably has a better overall idea of what I might want to do. I think what I want to see in MES is us form this FEG right here, and then from there see whether we respect it or not. If we respect it, then maybe we could take entries towards buy side, and if not, then indication probably want to come take down London and Asia lows down here, or maybe even all the way towards towards sell side down here. We just took out this high that we previously created up here. In MES, we did not in MNQ. So one thing I'm looking at is that we initially took out lows down here in MNQ. There's this 4 minute gap right here that we form. We're currently respecting, but if we do disrespect, well, in this case here, we have this form. Well, we respected this one here, but if we respect this 4 minute gap here, we might want. I might want to see us pushed back down towards south side. We took out this internal high up here. We did not in MES. I mean MNQ. Ah. We're still tapping to this 4 hour up here. Hmm. What I think we're gonna end up doing is perhaps coming back up, taking some of these highs up here. Maybe coming to buy side. I don't think so, but maybe taking some of these internal highs up here, and then in M and Q we'd be tapping to the previously created high up here, and then reverse from that potentially. Ah. So we haven't inversed anything just yet. Well, this yeah, we haven't inversed anything just yet in any of these. Well, we do have this 3 minute inverse at this level right here. Tap into that 3 minutes, and then we seem to be pushing down toward these levels down here. I like to see this 4 minute get inversed. We inverse at the 3 minute here in MNQ, but I like to see the 4 minute get inversed. That's the highest time frame inversion I want to see. Once again, we took out highs up here, previous high here. We created on MES. We did not in MNQ. I think I would consider that SMT. So I'll be looking definitely towards making that a so pointing it out real quick, hold up. So we have, yeah, we have this right here. We have this SMT. And then once again in this case SMT as well. At least so far. One thing I do notice now is that we do have this inverse here as well, which we are using right now as support. We're using this as support in the 4 minute. Ah. I don't really seem to see any particular, I don't know, anything for the matter, honestly. Ah. Market open, we did have this 5 minute inversion here. Never retraced to it. We had a small retracement to this FEG. I guess we could push off of that and we could say we wanted to aim to this, but it wasn't very obvious per se. It was very, very weird. We're sweeping out these highs up here right now. Honestly, I don't even know if we're gonna want to push higher after that. Honestly, I feel like we're gonna want to. I feel like we don't want to push lower. I feel like we don't want to push higher. I think we want to push lower. I don't feel very confident in we have an SMT right here, so ah. My fault. I don't know. This is being weird. Honestly, super duper weird. This is moving funny. This is not helping. I'm not confident in taking any buys right now. Honestly, oh, this is straight chop. This is straight chop here. What are we doing? Ah, ah. one thing we just came up, yeah, we came up here, just 5 minute, respect to that. But I mean, I do think we're still bearish. I think we took out liquidity seeing at these levels, so then we could just push down. But I don't have any confirmation per se of that, so it's not like I'm about to take a random trade either, you know? I like to see something like this get inverse or something, but I don't know, it's losing me. I want to say maybe we're generating liquidity, but there's literally no liquidity to generate. There Ah. One thing I can think about is maybe we're trying to generate liquidity, but not even like some of these slows got taken out already. I mean, push back up and then we push back down. Unless we generate sell liquidity, but I mean, I guess maybe we are here. I guess maybe that's possible. Similar here, boom, 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 maybe. Oh no, it's straight chop, not helping out. Oh. Ugh. There we go. We seem to be making some movements now. Well, I think what I want to see, I think in this case would be potentially see us tap into buy side here in MES. Buy side, no, I'm sorry, no, tap into this previously created high in ME and Q and then reverse from there. Unless MES wants to go higher for whatever reason. So 10 a.m. candle open. We seem to be pushing. We still seem to be pushing higher. In this case, this 4 hour got disrespected. Well, this 4 hour is still holding. In this case, this 4 hour is no longer respected. So we closed above this high here, right? Um, yeah. Closed above the high here. Retrace back into this FEG. Would it be crazy to take an entry here? Place stop loss. No, stop loss down here. And aim for this high. Going back into this FEG. And we tap into this 1 minute FEG here too. In this case, well, nothing here, but oh, what are we doing? If this 1 minute holds, then we might be looking at a possible entry here, maybe. Unless, of course, it doesn't want to, but you know. 4 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute. This 1 minute did not hold. But we took out these slows in here. Maybe want to push back up towards the side, but I don't know. Okay, we seem to be pushing back down here. And in MES, MNQ, I would like to see us push down as well. Unless, of course, we don't want to. Okay, I would like to see this fair value gap here get inversed, respected, push out of it, and then aim towards the liquidity sitting at these levels down here. That's probably the entry I'd be looking for. We close below here in the 1 minute, which is good. So this 4 minute gap has been inversed. It'd be cool to see it push back up here, but I don't know if it's going to want to. Because an entry that's somewhere like this would be pretty cool. Like this, towards sell side. Stop loss up here. 1.33 RR is not bad. And in this case here, we have this 5 minute inverse here now. Not yet, but it's about to. Hopefully this gets inverse. This could act potential retrace back down towards the side. Although I think MNQ is the leading index. So I think I don't want to aim for a entry here in ME and MNQ. I like to see this get disrespected to indicate that we do want to push lower, but nope, that's still valid. I just noticed we inverse this 5 minute here. Never tapped back to it, but we did inverse it. I'm in FEG here. IFEG, my fault. I probably want to see us tap back into this inversed uh gap, and then probably from there push back down towards these lows. That's what I'm aiming for, hopefully. And in this case, inverse this 5 minute gap here. Although we have this SMT here, which is confluence. Once again, inverse of this fair value gap here. So I think we might actually be more bearish than I think we have actually a lot of confluence now. There's also changing the state as well from this point here in the 5 minute. And we have a change in the state in the 15 minute as well so far. I want to see us sweep this low, push back up. Let's see us probably take an entry somewhere along here. We're taking out these lows right now as well. I'm just waiting for a retrace, honestly. I might not get one, but let's see what happens. We just slipped up this low. I want to see us probably retrace this 5 minute and take a trade somewhere in here. We're taking out these lows down here as well. Ah. I like to see us reverse into this inverse here, and in this case, this inverse up here, and take a possible trade off of that. But it might not. So I'm not about to enter some random trade just cause. I think here in MES, I like to see us retrace to this FEG, and then in this case, this inverse. Oh no. Ah. Market open. Honestly, price action has been garbage today. Either that or I'm garbage. One of those two. I don't know which one it is though. Because looking at MNQ, this is straight chop initially. We shoot up, chop up, and then come back down. I want to take an entry back to this pullback and then retrace back down, but that's what I'm waiting for. Ideally, probably I want to take a. I probably want to take an entry at this 2 minute gap here, and then retrace off from that. Although I don't even know if that'd be worth it because the RR on that doesn't seem too good to be honest. Ah, there seems to be a lot of built up liquidity sitting in here in the 1 minutes. Hopefully, we want to come back up to that to take it out and then retrace off of that. But I don't know. We just have to see and wait. What I want to do. Ah, It looks like we're gonna tap into hopefully, well maybe London lows in this case, and then maybe this previous low we created here. But honestly, we might not even do that. Honestly, I don't know. This thing's doing too much. Technically, MES this 15-minute here is still holding, but this one got inversed. Are we gonna go for Doge or not? Because I'm a little lost. Okay, Ben. London lows have been taken out, and we took out this low here. Either I want to see continuation towards these lows down here, or reverse, probably back to fill in one of these gaps up here. I want to see what is it we do. Because there is this 15-minute gap here as well. Has not been tapped into, which we just did though. I think what I want to see is probably close this candle, see us disrespect this FEG here that we form, and then probably push back to the 5 minute that we didn't even like bother going to previously. While this fills in this gap, we're probably gonna hit London lows, maybe Asia lows here in MES. I have not find out anything just yet based on my entry model. So I'm not gonna I don't think I'm gonna be taking trades today, most likely, unless I can get a trade. Unless I get a trade on reversal towards this 5 minute gap up here. Which is possible, but I don't know. So I think we want to hit the bottom of this FEG here in M and Q, and then here in MES, I want to see us probably take out London low at the release, and then push back up. Unless, of course, we want to keep shooting all the way to sell side, but I doubt it. At least not without a retracement first. Ah, Well, technically here in MNQ, I mean MES, took uh we tapped into this 5 minute gap, but I mean, so this 15 minute held up. So I want to see us probably disrespect this gap here. So, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I'll see myself taking any trades. I'll monitor it, but I don't think I'll be taking any trades today. I think it's gonna take a while before I even just to even go back at all of that. So I'm gonna call it that for today. I think starting from next week, what I'm gonna do instead of recording everything to make it simpler for me and anyone watching would be like I think I'm just gonna summarize what happened, whether I took a trade or not, and then make it like a 5-10 minute thing about recapping and still gonna my P&L will still be active and see to see what is what, if I made any profit or not. But that's that for this week. And yeah, it's already 10:30. I don't generally uh trade past 10:30, but I'll what you call it? I'll keep an eye on this one because I might see a possible trade here, but at least not for now. But yeah, that's that for today. And so hopefully next week we have better price action as a whole. I think maybe I could have taken one trade maybe this week, but no, I don't know. Honestly, there wasn't really much going on all in all. But um, yeah, I think that's it. I think generally speaking, that's it. We should have some decent news next week, so hopefully that would be better. But yeah, deuces.